Welcome back to the Generation Millennium, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Jeffrey Madness, and this is the second episode of my Pokemon Sword Let's Play. Excuse me there. And when we last left off, we just finished registering for the gym challenge here in Motostoke, and I just got a free Pokeball from the ball guy. Although off camera, I did a couple of other things. And using the Corviknight taxi, we're gonna head back to... Now I have to look at the name. How do you pronounce that? Wedgehurst? Wedgehurst? Yeah, Wedgehurst. I think that's how you pronounce it. And if you're wondering why we're coming back here, well, after you receive the Corviknight taxi ride, you can... well, something new unlocks. And... oh, now I remember what that third option was that you're missing from the menu before. One was the Pokemon Camp, one was the League card, the last one was the Versus mode. And since now you... well, this lets you pretty much battles online, pretty much. Although there's one thing I would like to note. Even though I have level 100 Pokemon, I mentioned this in the last episode, but since the train ID is mine, Pokemon of any level can obey me. But if you look here, in the bottom right of the screen, you can see that traded Pokemon up to level 20, it can obey you, and you can catch Pokemon up to level 20. However, due to some fiddling on another save file and doing some trading, I've added another member to my team. This nice Gallade here. Shiny Con the Beast Ball. This is actually from my file that has one badge, and I can catch Pokemon up of anything from very dense, they will automatically come to level 25. And the main reason for this Pokemon is because it has False Swipe and Thunder Wave. Although having this guy is a little risky, because like I said, since he's level 25, he's probably not going to obey me very well. However, there's a reason why I want him on my team. And that's because if you have access to the DLC, you can come back to the Wedgehurst station here. After you have the Corviknight taxi ride, and a little cutscene should trigger. With this mystery person, who changes depending on what version you're playing. If you're playing Sword, then this person's name is Clara, and if you're playing Pokemon Shield, then it's going to be Avery. They're essentially your rivals on the DLC area that we're actually going to be going to, known as the Isle of Armor. That's right. After you obtain the Corviknight taxi, you have access to the DLC. You can come here, back to Wedgehurst, and you can go to the Isle of Armor early. This is technically supposed to be like a post-game area. Although you can come back, you can come to the Isle of Armor early, even before you have a single gym badge. Which is pretty cool. Although before you can do that, you have to go through this cutscene, which you are required to catch this Galarian Slowpoke that apparently snuck onto the train from the Isle of Armor. And since it's blocking the area, they now want you to, well, move it. Now then, like I said, since my Gallade is level 25, and only Pokemon up to level 20 can obey me, there's a chance this may not work. Like that. Well, at least he just did nothing instead of doing the wrong move, because he can just do a different attack. Yes! And False Swipe, for those of you who don't know, will always leave the opponent with 1 HP. So now that the Slowpoke is at 1 HP, I can do something else. You see these nice little balls? Yes, I traded some over. You may not be shiny, but I still want you. Oh, first try! Booyah! Let's go! Wait. Ah, man, camera delay. I thought that was... ah, dang it. Maybe I should need to turn my sound up a little bit. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. Now, that time it worked. That's a little embarrassing. And now Slowpoke's been added to my team. And now they're gonna congratulate me on my battling prowess, blah blah blah. Now the slowpoke's been cleared. Now they're gonna, Claire is essentially gonna say, yeah, you seem to have talent. I guess I'll see you in the Isle of Arbor. See ya. However, before I go there myself, I'm gonna show you one other thing I prepared here on my game profile, which is technically cheaty, I suppose. But like I said, this game's been out for a couple years now, and I have access to several different details. So let's see. One more thing I did was, this is the Bridgefield area, the wild area. You are technically not supposed to come here until you have after 3 gym badges. However, as long as you avoid the wild Pokemon in the overworld, or if you like me have a high level Pokemon, you can just cruise on through the wild area and you can come to this area early. And the main reason why I chose to come here is because of the nursery. That's right here. Which means even before you have a single gym badge, you can just come here and just breed Pokemon if that's what you want to do. But I have something else in mind. Oh, it's ready. Nice. For those of you who are wondering what I just did, let's open up my PC. Oh my, how does other Slowpoke get here, I wonder? Well, for those of you who are wondering, I just cloned. Because now I have 2 Slowpokes. And if you're wondering why I did that, it's because I want to keep one Slowpoke as it is, and then I want to keep one on my party for another reason. You see this item? I also traded this over. This is how you evolve Galarian Slowpoke. So let's evolve this guy. And then he wants to learn his signature move. How do you pronounce that again? Shell Side Arm. That's Galarian's signature. Galarian Slowbro's signature attack. And effectively, what it does, it allows. Well, it's a special move that pretty much it will attack whatever opponent's their weakest defense stat is. So if the defense stat is lower, then it will attack that stat. Or if its special defense is lower, it will attack that instead. Which is pretty cool. And let me check his ability. Let's see. Oh yes, he has his Quick Draw ability. So Quick Draw is essentially just an ability version of the item Quick Claw, which means even if Galarian Slowbro is slower, there's a chance the ability will activate, allowing you to move before the opponent. Unfortunately, I don't think this takes priority over priority moves like Quick Attack, Excel Rock, Extreme Speed, or anything like that. But even still, Galarian Slowbro is pretty slow anyway, so the fact that it has Quick Draw, that's pretty cool. And then, like I said, signature abilities, Shell Sidearm. Yawn is a pretty good move to have in order to put the opponent to sleep, so although it takes 2 turns to activate. So if your opponent switches out, Yawn is negated. Although even still, that means you force them out, which forces them to waste a turn, which is actually pretty commonly used in competitive battling. Because if you force your opponent to switch out, you control the flow of the battle, which is better for you. In any case, just like what I did with Inteleon, I'm going to be sending this Galarian I got tongue-tied for a second there, because Galarian Slowbro to another save file, get level 100, give it stat boosting items, it works. So, I'll be right back once I'm finished with, well, getting Slowbro ready. And we are back! So, as I said, I sent over that Galarian Slowbro over to my other save file, and we got it ready. So then, I'll actually be using my new friend here. So let's head back over to the Wedgehurst Station. Eh. So I think we have to talk to you. Yep. So now let's head over to the Arbor Station. In which we have to take a little bit of a train. Up here. And then we have to take a Corviknight taxi over the water. To this train station. Now welcome to the Isle of Armor, everyone. We're now at this new train station. And now that we come here for the first time, we can actually take any other train to come here. And oh, what's this? Ah, it's a scientist, and he's gonna upgrade our Pokédex for us to include the Isle of Armor Pokemon, which includes like 100-something more Pokemon. However, if we talk to him again... Oh, what's this? He knows we have a Zarude in our PC box. And he'll give us a partner cap item for us. But there's something else we can do. Yes, that's right. A diploma for completing the Isle of Armor Pokédex. That's right, just like I completed the Galar Pokédex before. I have completed the Isle of Armor Pokédex via Pokemon Home. I did the first time around. And for completing the Isle of Armor Pokédex, he gives us a replica crown. Which is just like the partner cap, another accessory item he gives us. He also gives us the Mark Charm, which is a key item which increases the odds of a Pokemon that you catch in the wild having a mark. Which is kind of like an extra ribbon of sorts. Marks are kind of like shiny Pokemon in Pokerust, it's kind of rare. So if you can catch a shiny Pokemon with a mark, you are darn lucky. So there's the Isle of Armor added to the Pokédex. There's 211 Pokemon total in the Isle of Armor Pokédex, with the final 211th one being Zarude himself. So the fact they added him in there is kind of interesting. So originally there's only 210 Pokemon in the Isle of Armor Pokédex. So let's head over here. Oh. But this guy is being spooked off. Yep, there he goes. He got scared off by none other than our little Isle of Armor rival, Clara. So what's her beef? Well, apparently she's here to welcome new trainers to the Isle of Armor with a Pokemon battle. Although her real intentions are not exactly as benevolent or kind as just simply welcoming you. In reality, she wants to scare you off. Why? Because she is a member of the Master Dojo here on the Isle of Armor, and she's training to become a gym leader. For you see, there are the main 8 gym leaders of the main Galar region, but there's also other gym leaders of like a minor league of sorts. And apparently the gym leaders are always in competition because they are the main 8 major gym leaders, and then there are also sub gym leaders in the minor division. And if you pick up skill enough of a trainer, you can join the minor league. But unfortunately, it takes a lot of training to become part of the major league. So that's one of Clara's goals, to eventually join the major league of gym leaders. But at the moment, she's just trying to become a gym leader in the minor league. And to do that, she's training on the Isle of Armor. However, she uses anyone else who joins the dojo as competition. So to cut down on the competition, she is trying to scare as many supposed aspiring trainers away. Hence what she's trying to do here. Unfortunately, we're too good. See ya. Haha, take that, Clara. You can't scare us away. Now you probably noticed that some of the levels of Clara's Pokemon seem kind of low. It is not just because of the fact that I haven't got a single gym badge yet, and the game is kind of scaling of a sort. But the main reason why the Isle of Armor is set up like that is because This was meant to be part of the main game originally, but apparently they didn't have enough room originally, so they just removed this feature from the base game. They just put it part of the DLC, which wasn't bad per se. I mean, it made they had more time to polish the game off, especially when, if you could look off in the distance. I mean, my eyes can't see it. My eyesight's that bad, but supposedly you should be able to see a giant Wailord out there in the ocean, I think. And that's one of the major additions, along with other like polishings on the Isle of Armor. But now we have access to a whole new slew of Pokemon whose levels are kind of scaled down because, like I said, this was originally meant to be part of the base game, so the levels kind of scale along with yours. But since we don't have a single gym badge, the Pokemon are pretty low level, at least in this area. This is the first sub-location of Isle of Armor, the Fields of Honor. And I thought I heard a raid somewhere, but that's not my goal right now. Trying to find my way to the Master Dojo, but apparently the weather... I don't know what the weather is around here right now, but it's definitely impeding my vision, I can tell you that much. Which is not good. I'm going to be stumbling around here for a bit. Oh, wait, I think I know where I am. I just need to cut around this area. I think I see the bridge. Is that it? Ah, stupid Pokemon. Actually, let me check the game file. Huh? The weather? Huh? This is regular weather, and I'm having this trouble seeing? Oh, yeesh. Deep? Well, hello there, you Mr. Alolan Diglett. And to you, trainer, who is bad at keeping an eye on his Pokemon. So effectively, this guy has 151 Alolan Diglett scattered around the Isle of Armor who escaped from him. I mean, technically 150, if you include the one here. That makes 151. Alolan Diglett scattered around the Isle of Armor that he somehow lost track of. So if you talk to that guy, he essentially is just going to reward you with a bunch of Alolan Pokemon. Well, except for the fact that he gives you... I think the first Pokemon he gives you is a Cantonian Slowpoke that's holding a King's Rock, which you're supposed to trade so you can get access to Cantonian... not Kanto. To the Johto form of Slowking. Because originally, before the Crown Tundra released, that was the only way you can get access to Slowking. Because the Galarica Cuff, which we use to evolve Galarian Slowbro, can only be obtained here on the Isle of Armor. And then Galarica Wreath, which is the item you need to evolve Galarian Slowpoke to Galarian Slowking, can only be found in the Crown Tundra. But funny enough, Slowking is also part of the Isle of Armor Pokedex. So, to obtain it, you would have to find enough Diglett, obtain that Cantonian Slowpoke from that Diglett guy, trade it to another save file, trade it back, so you have access to a Johto Slowking, and that's you got the Slowking entry for your Pokedex. And that was before the Isle of Armor. But now we're in this cutscene in which we meet the matron, or matriarch, of the Master Dojo, Honey! And apparently Clara is not happy to see us because Honey was like, I thought we were getting some new students. And Claire's like, oh, I said hello to all of them, but they apparently just ran off after our battles. They're lost, I guess. But you were not scared off, and you came here to the Master Dojo, and now Claire was like, you better not tell Honey what I was doing at the train station, okay? So yeah, Clara, she's a poison type specialist, and Avery and Shield is a psychic type specialist. Yeah, come on. Wait, where'd the door go? Ah, there are the doors. Visual impairment not for the win in this case. And now we get introduced to the Master Sensei for the Master Dojo, Mustard! Which just brings up a very funny joke because Honey is his wife. Honey Mustard, everyone! Yeah, I know. And they apparently have a son whose name is Hyde. I'm not sure what the reference is there. And now we get access to the Experience Charm, which increases the amount of experience points we earn from battles. Which is kind of useless considering that two of my Pokemon level 100, but okay. And I kind of glossed over, I didn't even gloss over, I forgot to talk about it. When we first left the train station, we got the style card from after we defeated Clara. That essentially just gives access to more clothing items at all the boutique shops around the Galar region, as well as extra hair accessories we can use when we go to like the salons and whatnot. In which I actually plan to change my appearance a bit later on, but that's not my main focus right now. So to welcome you to the Master Dojo, the Master Mustard challenges us to a battle in which he sends out a Mienfoo. And the first thing he's gonna do is probably fake us out. Because that's what they usually do. Should have brought in a ghost type onto my team or something. Oh, quick draw activates. Ah, but fake out still has priority. Dang it! Quick draw activates again. Not that I think I need it. Hasta la vista! Oh great. You give 3-second commentary about super effective hits too, Mustard? And you give 3-second speech when you're sending your last Pokemon too. Dang it. You're just as bad as Hop. Hey, it's a Shinx, and I still find it funny how Shinx, despite how cute it looks, somehow has the ability to intimidate. I mean, does this thing look intimidating at all to you? I mean, once he evolves to Luxio and then Luxray, yes, they look intimidating, but currently, not even close. But yes, Shinx and Mienfoo are two Pokemon that are part of the Isle of Armor Pokédex, among others. And you can find a lot of Pokemon in the Isle of Armor raid dens. But unfortunately, some of them they can't be caught in the raid dens. Like for example, the Porygon line. Once you go further into the Isle of Armor story, you can get a Porygon as a gift. But you can not catch it in the raid dens or in the wild. Which I guess kind of makes sense considering it's like a digital, artificially made kind of Pokemon. So I guess that makes sense as not found in the raid den. But at the same time, it's like a missed opportunity. Another thing I found disappointing also about the raid dens is that Galarian Slowpoke, you can find it either in the wild on the beaches of the Isle of Armor, on the Fields of Honor, or you can find it in the raid dens. But unfortunately, it always comes with a tin ability, which just kind of sucks if you want to like catch it from the raid den shiny, which is easier than... Oh my. Speaking of Galarian Slowpokes, check out these. We just got a dojo uniform, and these 3 Slowpokes just stole Clara's uniform. Run! Yeah, these Galarian Slowpokes are fast somehow. They're especially trained by Mustard. This is the first trial of the Isle of Armor, because I suppose you can kind of consider these like the trials from the Alola region, in which you have to complete a couple of trials on the Isle of Armor before Mustard deems you a worthy student of sorts. So our first trial is to catch up to these Galarian Slowpoke. And all these other students are also going to try to catch up to them. Do I want to change out of my uniform? No, I don't want to change out of it. Because the original outfit I was wearing is boring. Let's stick with this uniform. Because why not? And I suppose let's go catch those Galarian Slowpoke and get Clara back her uniform, which I really don't want to do because she's a... well, she's a bad person. At least for now. I mean, she's pretty selfish. Run! And now it's time for us to also run off to the next sub-location of the Isle of Armor. We're going to leave the Fields of Honor. And we're going to enter the Soothing Wetlands. Wait. Oh, wait. I went circle. Whoops. Bad introduction there. But like I said, I'm visually impaired, and you're probably going to see me bumbling around a lot. So I apologize for that. because it's also going to waste a bit of time for me stumbling around, bumping into walls and whatnot. Here we go, Soothing Wetlands. Now, I'm going to have to shut up for a while because I need to listen for these Galarian Slowpoke. They're like running around like crazy. But because of that, I need to hear them. So I'm probably not going to talk as much during this section. Oh wait, I think I hear one. Ah, shoot. But yeah, this is probably going to be a rather painful section for those of you guys watching this, because you're probably going to be shouting at me for being a complete moron. It's like, hey, the Slowpoke's in that direction. Move that way. Move that way. Trust me, if I was streaming this, it'd be even worse. Wait, I hear one. That one sounded pretty close. Yeah, I can't even see these overworld models of all these Pokemon. Which is why bumping into these guys is so irritating. Wait, did he just run around me? I heard him. Where are you? I hear him. Where is he? Wait, did he just go around me? Where are you? I think I'm in the right area. Yeah, these guys just run around in a circle over and over again. Oh, there we go. And they even get their own little special music theme. You can... And these guys, if you were to fight them like in the post-game or not, these guys have very high speed stats. Wait, was he faster than me? We got Claire's dojo uniform. We got the jacket. So that's one down. Now it's time to bumble around, hoping I find the other two. This is gonna take a while, especially if I keep running into these stupid wild Pokemon. How high level is this? High level 22. Yeah, that's higher than my level cap. Which is why it says strong looking, since I don't have a single gym badge. Oh, wait, I think I heard one. I can kind of see the edges of the grass. I'll try to avoid going into the grass if I can. Oh, I think I hear one. The question is which direction. Like I said, you guys can probably see it, but I can't, so I'm just going by hearsay. Oh, wait, I think I thought! It's this one! Wait for it to come back around. I think it's here. Ah, wait, don't think I was close enough. Come back this way, Slowpoke, come on! Ah, am I still not close enough? Dang it. Yeah, but you can just see them like running around like with like a stampede cloud behind them. I think this one runs in like the tightest, smallest circle out of all of them. Because I can hear the cloud like him running around constantly. There we go. That's a pretty cool looking attack. So that's 2 Slowpoke down. And we got Claire's Dojo tee, and that's a shirt. And what that's it say? Oh, the shorts. So we got her shorts, the shirt, and the jacket. Huh? What other part of the uniform is left? I think that sounds like a Lopunny I'm hearing somewhere. And now to bubble around looking for the third one. This one usually takes me the longest. Wait, did I hear something? Wait for it. I'm just gonna drop down a save right now in case I need to like reset or something. Oh wait, that's the border. Funny enough, if you access to the Rotom by introducing the post game, this right here acts as a shortcut to the Challenger's Beach, which acts as a shortcut to the Tower of Water. More on that later on, but that's like a nice little shortcut to know of. And for those of you who are not all that good with directions, I'm most definitely not, but if you follow this, the river right here, the border, up to that wall over there, that leads to the Forest of Focus, which is my least favorite area of the WAP armor. I always get lost in that damn place, even now, even though I played this like so many times, I can never memorize the Forest of Focus. It's called that for a reason. If you lose focus, you will get lost very easily, and I always get lost in there. Oh, I went backwards. I can't even have my focus here in the Soothing Wetlands. I'm just keeping my ears open up for the sound of the Slowpoke, and I think I've like boxed myself in somehow. I keep bumping into a wall. Nope, stay away from the grass. Okay, I think I'm back in the main path now. I don't hear a Slowpoke. Although I think I heard a different Pokemon. This final Slowpoke usually runs in a pretty big circle, so therefore you kind of have to stand there and sit and listen for a little bit, because like I said, it runs in a pretty big circle. Oh, yeesh, I've been recording for like half an hour now, and I'm still in the first trial. Oh, wait, think I heard something. Wait for it. Yeah, I think I heard it, but I don't know which direction it's in. You guys can probably see it, and you're probably yelling at me in the comments if this was a stream about how much of a ding-dong I am that I can't even see it. Which is pretty embarrassing, but like I said, this is what happens when you're watching a visually impaired person play Pokemon. It's at times like this I do not like all these different events that go on. Like, when the Crown Tundra DLC came out and I heard about like the Galar birds and how you go after them, I was like groaning. Oh, I think I saw it! But anyways, yeah, I was like groaning like crazy when I heard about the Crown Tundra DLC, what you had to do there, because I thought it was going to be impossible for me. Oh, I think I heard a Licky Licky, probably somewhere on the screen, somewhere around here. And I heard that Slowpoke, it's around here somewhere. Yep, that guy's running around like crazy somewhere. In this vicinity, somewhere. Come to me, Slowpoke, wherever you are. Oh, you're over there. Ah! Hello, Licky Licky. I still don't understand why of all Pokemon they gave Lickitung an evolution in Gen 4, but oh well. Aha! Give me back that super uniform so I can finish this part of the task. Even at level 100, this thing's faster than me. And that's the third Slowpoke defeated, and I get back Claire's dojo. Wait, what in the world is that? Oh, legwear! I was like, what is that? Anyways, now we've gotten all pieces of Claire's uniform. Let's head back to the Master Dojo. Hey Mustard, I'm back, and Claire, I got your stupid uniform for you. So you can stop whining about it. And this will trigger that I finished the first part of the trials, because somehow, even though I was on foot and blind and stumbling around for like, I don't know how long, like 15 minutes, somehow none of these guys managed to catch any of those Slowpoke. Yeah, the denizens of the Pokemon universe are not exactly the most experienced of a 10-year-old, maybe 11-year-old person like myself in game can do things that they can't. Oh yeah, I forgot about you guys! So at this point, you can choose between one of the two Pokemon. This is a Bulbasaur or Squirtle, and they have special traits about them. They have Gigantamax traits on them. Which one should I choose? Let's see, I chose Inteleon for my starter, which means that Leon's gonna have Grookey or Rillaboom at the end of the game. None of these are super effective against Rillaboom. No, wait! Bulbasaur, you're a poison type. Yes, Bulbasaur, I chose you. And funny enough, both Bulbasaur and Squirtle, they're part of the Alvarmar Pokedex too. Which means you would have to either get one of these guys, trade over the other one from another save file, or you can go to their respective max raid dens in the wild and catch Gigantamax Venusaur and Gigantamax Blastoise from their respective raid dens and then breed them down in order to get their evolutionary forms. Which can be a bit tedious, but if you're the one hosting the raid, then they have a 100% catch rate, so that's not that big of a deal. But still, the fact you have to go through all that. And then Squirtle's left with Honey, which actually triggers something else later on down the line. And we get a bunch of Armorite ore, which is essentially like a special kind of currency here in the Alvarmar, which can be used for a couple of things. Let's take a look at that Bulbasaur I just got. Aw man, male. Dang, I was hoping I'd get that rare percent female. But as you can see, it has a Gigantamax trait, which is exclusive to this Bulbasaur and another event one you can get from Pokemon Home. That was a while back. Do you know these special moves? I don't think you do. Tackle, Growl, Vine, Whip. Nope, no special moves here. What about your nature? Trying to read that. I think that says Nazi nature? Wait. Oh, Modest! Oh, perfect! Modest is perfect! Oh. Anyways, I won't be using that right now anyway, because I already have a poison type on my team in the form of Galarian's Slowbro. So unfortunately, you, Bulbasaur, are getting boxed. Although for the time being, I think I'm going to put Inteleon back in front. And I'll just save my game right now because I haven't saved in a while. And I guess I'll try to do the second trial right now since I still have time. I'm going to see if I can finish every episode to be roughly 1 hour or so. But our next focus is to track down max mushrooms. But unfortunately, they're supposed to grow in like humid locations or caves or places like that. The Force of Focus is supposed to be one of those locations you can find max mushrooms. But unfortunately, apparently, I forget what the text box said specifically, but apparently like a a pack or swarm of Greedent, like, they just swarmed their way through the Forest of Focus and just ate all the max mushrooms there. So, Mustard is telling us to make our way through the Forest of Focus to the Training Lowlands and make our way to the warm-up tunnel, where supposedly that's another location where max mushrooms can grow. So, that's our destination. Make our way through the Forest of Focus. And then there's this bridge here, which marks our entrance. And this is where I'm going to drop down to save. Because, like I said, the Forest of Focus, it's a maze. And I have never managed to memorize this godforsaken place. I mean, I know how to make my way through here for like a post-game event that goes on. Like the Elf Armor. All 3 DLCs essentially have post-games. Like the main Galar story, the Elf Armor, and the Crown Tundra, they all have post-games. Like, in the Elf Armor post-game, you have to come back here to Force Focus. I know how to navigate my way through here just for the sake of that one post-game. And the Crown Tundra post-game is, well, I've never completed it because I have not bothered catching all the Ultra Beasts because I'm trying to shiny hunt them in a profile, so I haven't completed that one yet. Although that post-game is technically optional because you technically beat the Crown Tundra post-game once you've completed the Galarian Star Tournament. And you complete the Galar post-game once you've had your final battle with Hop there. Couple of spoilers I just did there. Probably should have said spoiler warning, but this game's been out for a long time, so not much to spoil on, really. And I'm coming to so many encounters here. So I don't know when I'm technically going in the right direction, but I know I'm near the Training Lowlands because you have to cross a specific bridge. And I accidentally just do my fishing rod there. I'm just pressing A, well, technically ZLZR, because I'm just trying to see if I can pick up any items here, because the Force Focus usually has a ton of items lying around. And because I don't have any gym badges, pretty much every single Pokemon you encounter outside outside the Fields of Honor and the Soothing Wetlands are essentially going to be strong looking Pokemon, because they're all going to be above level 20. Meaning, you cannot catch any of them. And as an additional funny thing that was coded in, which is rather generous by the developers, if you encounter any strong looking Pokemon, none of them can be shiny. Which does make sense because the game doesn't let you throw a Pokeball at a Pokemon you cannot catch. See? You cannot throw a Pokeball. So, since all of these strong looking Pokemon, you cannot catch them, none of them will be shiny. Which, again, was pretty generous of the game developers to code that in. Because we have encountered Pokemon in the past, like, for example, actually back in the recent Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, the opening tutorial in which you battle that Starly, even though you can't catch it, that Starly can also be, oh hey, a Diglett. As I was saying, that Starly, it can be shiny. But since you can't catch it, yeah, pretty bad feeling. Wait, Groudon? Oh no, don't tell me oh no. Oh, Groudon could be in the Forest of Focus? Huh. Now I don't want to fish. I heard an Amoonguss somewhere. Oh hey, a tree. Wait, can I get to it? No, I'm a little blocked off here. But anyways, those are one of those trees I just saw. You can shake them for apricorns in the Elf Armor. Or also maybe even some berries. Oh wait, I think I can go to that tree. Or I heard a Chansey! Which would be funny if I was actually going after Chanseys, but I'm not. Huh? Wait a second. Where am I? Still forced to focus. Wait, there's a bridge here? Aha! Training Lowlands! I made it! Yeah! Huh, I was afraid I'm gonna have to cut out this footage. Because normally that takes me a lot longer to get to the force to focus. This has gotta be a record for me. And it sounds like it's raining? I don't know why, but every single time I come to the Training Lowlands, there's always a weather condition that, like, impairs my vision. Like, whether it's for the sake of just the plain story or just my first time coming here, like, just, like, story relevance-wise, like, there's always a weather condition here that, like, makes me hard for me to see where I'm going. I heard a Scyther. But essentially, now that we're in Training Lowlands, our next destination is the warm-up tunnel. Ah! Out of my way, Tauros! Oh, come on. But yeah, essentially, since you have access to all of these Pokemon and these areas, you can technically come to the Outlaw Armor at this point early on in the game and just, well, you can pretty much make the game pretty busted because you actually have access to all these different locations. And I'm actually doing this because there's one other thing you can do here in Outlaw Armor that just makes the game even more busted. And like I said, I'm doing all this before I have a single gym badge. And I could have gotten to the first gym by now and defeated it and gotten access to the Rotom bike to make traveling around much faster, because trying to go through all these areas on foot, yeah, it takes a while. If I was using a bicycle, this would probably be going by a bit faster, although I also probably running into like 3 times as many Pokemon. Hopefully I'm not completely lost. I have a general idea of where I'm going, and I know where I'm supposed to be going, but knowing where I'm supposed to go and being able to tell where I'm going and see where I'm going are completely different topics entirely. But for those of you who may have forgotten, my destination is the warm-up tunnel and, oh, Raiden. So at this point in the game, anytime you interact with the den, you get 50 watts. If it's inactive. If it's an active den, you get 300 watts. That is, you get to the post-game. Once you're in post-game, all inactive raid dens, they will give you 200 watts. And if it's an active raid, it'll give you 2,000 watts. And there's actually an exploit you can use involving raid dens that allows you to like farm watts and also hunt down specific Pokemon you want from the raid dens. But it's also what people use to also to hunt down shiny raids. But that's pretty tedious. And I'm not sure I'm gonna actually record that kind of footage here on stream. Well, not stream, but just record it in general. Maybe I will once the next promo raid comes around, because the last one for New Year's just recently ended, just yesterday actually. So maybe if they release another one later this month, maybe I'll make a video on that to just showcase as a short tutorial of sorts, because I'm uploading a Pokemon Sword and Shield playthrough right now. But if you guys are interested, I can also just upload other videos like a breeding guide, catching guide, EV training guide, just the basic stuff, just so I could have them on my channel. Which I guess I want to do, but I thought a playthrough would be more interesting to do first before I did any of that. And oh yeesh. Funny thing to note that despite all these Pokemon, you would think that maybe having a repel and using repels would make these guys like not spawn or leave you alone. That does not work in Sword and Shield. Using repels prevents Pokemon from spawning in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. That does not work in Sword and Shield. Pokemon will still spawn in the overworld. Only thing repels do is prevent them from running at you. Like, normally if you just stand near a Pokemon, they'll either like leave you alone or they'll walk away from you if you turn on a repel. If you do not have a repel on, they will come at you. So yeah, repels pretty much just do nothing for me because I cannot see these guys and I just keep bumping into them. So repels for me personally, they just don't help me whatsoever. And I am just having a hard time just trying to find where I'm going. Because all the stupid rain prevents me from seeing what I'm doing. Oh, wait. No, that. Tree. I saw something dark. I thought this was the cave entrance. Okay, I'm gonna try something here. This is getting ridiculous. So this is something you can do to manipulate the weather conditions. Nope, I do not want to turn off. So this is probably going to interfere with my BDSP save file, but oh well. So if you change your date, this should change the weather. Okay, I don't know what weather this is, but I think I have an easier time seeing now. Somewhat easier. Ah, be quiet, phone. Ah! That sound like a Bisharp or a Poniard? Yep, Bisharp. For those of you who saw my video, I was battling my newest Patreon. Shout out to you, Mr. Forever Joker. But I generally rely on my ears when it comes to Pokemon stuff. No, I do not want to cross that bridge. Wait, is that back to the Force to Focus? Dang, did I just go in a circle? Yep, I think I went in the big circle. So now that I can actually somewhat see what I'm doing, I'm trying to stick close to the sidewall here, heading towards the ocean. Wait a minute. I think that's back to the Force to Focus. If not... I'm sorry for lack of commentary right now, but I'm just trying to focus and find my way to the warm-up tunnel. Like, I'm still happy I made it to the Training Lowlands, but I don't know why. But my visibility in this place is like, it's always worse than normal for some reason. I don't know why. Like, no matter what weather condition is here, the Training Lowlands, like, there's always something, like I said earlier, it just impedes my vision. It just makes it hard for me to see where I'm going in this darn place. Like, it always seems like kind of like extra foggy in this area. I don't know why. Or like, maybe not foggy per se, but like, I don't know, it just makes like more blurry, I suppose. Anyways, that's another reason why having a level 100 Pokemon is nice, because since my Pokemon speed stat is higher than all these wild Pokemon, I can run from all these guys with zero chance of them. Seriously, a wild encounter? And a Blip Bug of all things. Like, why did they bring this into the Owl armor? Anyway, trying to bump my way on the wall, getting close to the ocean. Is this... No, I do not want to fish. Just bump my way around this wall. I think I'm at the beach now. At least I hope I'm at the beach. Anyways, for my memorization, I should, if I keep hugging these walls, I should eventually reach my destination. Hey, Staryu, what's up? I'm definitely at the beach now because I'm coming across these water-type Pokemon. Yep, I see water. And I hear the water. At least they pay attention to good sound effects. These graphics may not be the best, but at least they pay attention to some details. People will complain, will always find things to complain about when it comes to games, especially Pokemon. But, I mean, graphic-wise, this isn't the worst out there. Like, this is not Legends Arceus. I can definitely play this. I may struggle, but it's still playable. Legends Arceus, however, with all those details and graphics and like more realistic gameplay, I do not think I can play that whatsoever. Nope. Way too difficult. Because at least this is still turn-based combat. I can deal with this. I think I'm almost there. Oh, wait, I think that's a tunnel. Am I seeing things correctly? Is that the tunnel? Yes! There should be a guy here. Yeah, dig me up those watts, pal. Oh yeah, bonus round time! There's a chance this guy will give you a bonus round for digging up Watson. Each time you dig, it'll dig up 5,000 watts. So let's see how many times I can get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 58. That's a lot of watts. And he just made a sound effect that sounds like a super effective hit, which I think he does if you ever do this 50 times or more. So right there, I just got 250,000 watts from doing this. That's pretty lucky. And he's taking some extra watts there. And I think he just told me how many watts I got total. Let's see. Oh, I think I got like over 300,000 watts from him from that one round. That's good luck. Nope. Anyways, let's change my date back to normal. But anyways, now that I talked to him, training alone is now marked on my map, and we've now entered the warm-up tunnel. Oop. And for this, now, I think I'll switch back to... Yep, Slowbro is now back in front. And the max mushroom should be down here somewhere. Just keep hugging this wall, and I should run to them eventually. In the meantime, I'll pick up this hardstone, which increases the power of rock-type moves when held. Ah, there they are! Like to pick these max mushrooms? Wait! Someone else is coming? Hello to you, Clara. Ha ha ha, you want these max mushrooms, don't you? You want to steal them? Go steal all my hard work and take it for yourself? Not gonna happen, Missy. These are mine. You want them? You have to beat me first. Let's battle! And through the special power of something or other, somehow her team has gotten stronger from the last time we battled. But they're no match for me! Eat water! I should have mentioned this before, but what's cool about the Galarian Slowbro and Slowking line, they are poison psychic types, which I think they're the only Pokemon with that type matchup. Heh, you have no chance. Interesting about that coughing there. If you catch coughing in Pokemon Sword and Shield, it can have access to its signature ability, Neutralizing Gas, before it even evolves into Galarian Wheezing. Take that, Clara. You're not taking these max mushrooms. They're mine. All mine. That's right. Run away. You got a cluster of 3 max mushrooms. Each time you find a max mushroom in the wild, they give you 3. Because in order to make max soup, you need 3 max mushrooms. So, that's why they give you 3 right there. So now, mission accomplished. Trial number 2 is done. Let's head back to the Master Dojo. Now, you're probably wondering what these max mushrooms are for. Like I said, they're used in max soup. And the max soup is what you can allow... Well, if you give it to any Pokemon you have in your PC or on your team, it gives it the Gigantamax trait. So let's say you were to, like, say, catch a Pikachu in the wild, you give it 3 max mushroom, feed it max soup, and boom, you have Gigantamax Pikachu. Or let's say you have a Pikachu that's G-Max, but you want to evolve it into a Raichu. Unfortunately, G-Max Pokemon cannot evolve. So then you can give it the Max Soup, it'll take away the G-Max trait, and then you can evolve that Pikachu. This isn't exclusive to the Owl Armor DLC, which means if you don't have access to DLC, you cannot do this particular feature, let alone play this story. Although, frankly, I think the developers originally intended for you to do this story in the post-game, which means all the Pokemon will be of a higher level. But since I'm doing this at this early on stage, I'm kind of, like I said, I'm playing the game, making it extremely busted early on. I'm doing all this before I have a single gym badge. So apparently we humans are tricky to max super ourselves, but it does nothing for us humans. It only works on Pokemon. So, what's next? Ah, there's their son Hyde. He's working on a machine called the Cram-O-Matic, which if I like to call instead the Scam-O-Matic, because this is how you're supposed to get more Apricorn Pokeballs, by using Apricorns and putting them in here. Unfortunately, the percent chance of you actually getting an Apricorn Pokeball from this thing are extremely low. It's a ripoff. But I'll just give you the 50 watts you need out of obligation. There we go. I was like, who am I supposed to talk to? There we go. Yeah, I'll give you your 50 watts. And now the Scam-O-Matic is working, which I'm not going to use. And then at this point, we go over here, we talk to Mustard. And now he's telling me about the third final trial on the Isle of Armor, in which that final trial is essentially just a battle. Since Clara and I were the only ones to obtain max mushrooms, we're the only ones to clear the second trial. Thus, we're the only ones who have become eligible for the third trial, and now Claire's run off to the battlefield. For some reason, she wants to get there before we do. Considering what she's done thus far, I think you could probably surmise as to what she's going to do on the battlefield since she's going there before us. I mean, come on, she tried to scare us off before we even got to Master Dojo. She tried to steal max mushrooms from us. What other thing can she do? This is a nice battlefield you got back here, Mustard. And this is actually the location for like a feature you can unlock in the post-game of Isle Armor that you can only unlock once you do get to the post-game of Isle Armor. So enjoy the view while you can, because you can only get to this view right now at this point in the story, and you can only see it again once you, like I said, get to the post-game. And once I finish this final battle against Clara, I'm gonna end the episode there. But I just wanted to show off this part of the episode, because what better way to finish off than with a battle? In which all the other students, Honey and Mustard, are off to the sidelines. I think Mustard is acting as referee for us. So, and then surprisingly, after like, I don't know, like 5 minutes in between each section, Clara's Pokemon somehow becomes stronger. And her Pokemon evolve. It's through Pokemon magic! So Clara, let's go through our technical final battle. I mean, once you get to the post-game, you can battle her again. And we can Dynamax here. And then... Wait, what? Yeah, if you missed that message, essentially, Clara, she set up toxic spikes on the battlefield before you even got out here. Meaning she was trying to poison our Pokemon. However, this is why I wanted Galarian Slowbro on my team. Because if you send out a poison-type Pokemon onto toxic spikes, it absorbs the toxic spikes and neutralizes them. So therefore, since I started the battle with Galarian Slowbro, I nullified her little cheating tactics. Serves her right. And now that coughing she had somehow has become a Galarian wheezing. Huh? Does it not have neutralizing gas? No, because it has its other ability, Levitate. And wait, was it faster than me? I didn't see what it did there. Anyway, 1-hit KO, doesn't matter. Oh hey, my Glade finally leveled up. I was wondering how long that would take. Wait, you have a Whirlipede? Why not Scolipede? Another odd thing is that some trainers, they don't have fully evolved Pokemon like this. Oh well, I'm not complaining. And then now I think she's sending out her ace. Let's see. Yep, she's sending out her Slowbro. In which he's going to Dynamax, so time to show off our very first Dynamax of the game. Oh yeah, my Quick Draw activates first. Which means I'm guaranteed to go first, so... I always like to make a joke and say, like, it's morphing time! Because that's like whenever they do this animation, when like a Mega Bracelet, Z Bracelet, or Dynamax Band activates, like, it always looks like a Power Ranger like, transformation sequence to me. And now it's her turn to Dynamax. And what's kind of cool that is like each trainer always has NPC has like a special animation they use whenever they perform Dynamax. Which is one thing I think they opportunity they missed out on for like trainer customization. It's like in the Gen 7 games on the 3DS, like you could choose your own like battle style pose that changed whenever your trainer sprite like showed up at the beginning of battle when you're battling like a player online, and whenever your trainer throws the Pokeball out in battle, they always show like a unique animation when depending on your trainer style. They did not include this here in Sword and Shield, which is something I was very disappointed about. I was hoping that was a feature that would carry over. And there's the 1-hit KO. See ya! And then my Dynamax ends because the battle ends. Why does it end my Dynamax? Because they want to show this little scene here of me celebrating with my Galarian Slowbro before they screen pans over to Clara. And the battle now ends. And now Clara is now scolding herself for losing and also berating herself for losing despite the fact that she cheated. And she expects to be scolded mercilessly by both Mustard and Honey. But they still keep her as a student because despite the fact that she cheated, she's apparently been working at the Master Dojo for quite a while now. So in terms of her perseverance, persistence, I suppose that makes her a good enough character to stay as a student. But we don't actually see, I don't think we see Clara again until like the post game of the Isle of Armor. And there's still technically a couple more things we have to do on the Isle of Armor, but I will not show that until the next episode because that's going to be the final prize. I mean, for those of you who've already played the game, you already know what that prize is. But still, so this is effectively the third and final trial done, so we now get access to the armor of the Master Dojo, I think is what they call it. Which is effectively a legendary Pokemon. So yeah, by coming this far in the Isle of Armor story, you get a legendary Pokemon for free. I'll just save my game here. So we reached this point in the recording. The episode is now technically done. So if you enjoyed this second episode of my Pokemon Sword playthrough, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on those notification bells if you want to receive more. And also please support me on Patreon. Link should be in the description below. And also join my Discord server so we can actually communicate with each other. I enjoy talking with my audience. And I would really much appreciate it if you did support me on pretty much all my social medias. But anyway, yeah, I can't really think of... I'm still trying to think of a good outro, so you can also leave that in a comment down below as well. And well, I guess I'll see you all next time. Take care!